Today we're taking you to the charming hilltop village of Fiesole, but first coffee. Cappuccino? Perfetto. Yep, grazie. Fiesole is this charming village that's just 15 minutes outside of the city center of Florence. In fact, we could see it from our terrace. This village has a layered and rich history that actually predates Florence. It's inspired people like Leonardo da Vinci, Lloyd Wright, even Albert Einstein. From the Roman ruins to the Renaissance villas to even the hill where Leonardo da Vinci tested his flying machines. There's a lot to explore here. I'm perfectly caffeinated. Now let's go see some Roman ruins. Fiesole was founded by the Etruscans, and these walls that are still here are somewhere around the 4th century BC. I can't even believe that this is here. Every time I come to something like this, I just can't believe that it still exists. What's crazy for me is when I think about places like this, I'm always interested in knowing what happens here. Over 2,000 years ago, they did performances. Here's the crazy thing. They're still doing performances here. Florence is old. This is really, really old. We're talking thousands of years ago. You know, first the Etruscans came and then the Romans came, and they turned this into their little mini city. It was perfectly positioned for them for defense and for trade. They built the Roman bath, the forum, and this amphitheater. This amphitheater is so cool to me because, number one, as I'm talking, I'm feeling the acoustics. It's like echoing back at me. I've never experienced anything like it. Because the amphitheater is constructed into the hill, you get these amazing views of the Tuscan countryside. Right around the corner here is a bathhouse. It's interesting. Let's go check out the bathhouse. Okay, this is what's left of the Roman baths. When you think about this, imagine them coming in and dipping from cold to medium to hot and to, having like a spa day, and then doing performances and gladiator fights and whatever else they did just a half a block away. Let's go get a closer look. Like, I can't help but thinking about transporting myself back thousands of years ago, and there were some guys that walked in here and they took their bath. When I think about my life now, I'm connecting at parties and over the internet or whatever. That's not how they did it back then. They were doing business, they were making friends, they were talking about politics in the town, and it was all happening here in a bathhouse. With Florence being so crowded, especially during peak tourism, you have this whole place to yourself. There's something incredibly peaceful about being a part of the history with nobody around. Coming to Fiesole is a perfect day trip because it's 15 minutes away. You have a completely different town that's not crowded, great restaurants, great cafes, great historical monuments, and it's even older than Florence, which means the history is even richer. I'll give you a cool trick. When you're traveling and you're not on a tour and you want to know what's around you, open up ChatGPT, hit the camera button.
The view includes some stone structures and lush greenery, which really highlights how these ancient ruins blend with the landscape. It's a beautiful mix of history and nature.
You can also take a picture. If you don't know what this is, you could just take a picture and it'll tell you. Like, for example, she said that what you're looking at is what's left of the Roman temple in Fiesole. The raised rectangular stone in the center of the steps is the altar. So this was their altar. So imagine you've got the amphitheater, you've got the bathhouse, you've got the temple. They had everything they wanted back in that time. What's different for me about this than, say, going to the Colosseum in Rome is that you're free to roam around anywhere you want. I don't see anybody telling you can't come here, you can't go there, this is roped off, that's not roped off. It's like you have the whole park to yourself to explore and experience it almost as if they experienced it thousands of years ago. Now let's go find where Leonardo tested his flying machine. Now, to get to Leonardo, you just kind of have to go off the main drag and up these winding little pathways. Buongiorno. One of the questions we get asked all the time is, why are Italians so thin when the food is so good and they eat so much? I don't know. Why do you think? One of the things I used to always wonder is, why do they have the Virgin Mother and the baby Jesus around all these turns? But now I know they're there so you could stop and say a prayer that you make it up the next hill. Google Maps says it's 4 minutes, but 4 minutes with hills is calculated differently. I'm thinking about something. Leonardo, he wanted to make sure that those wings that he created worked. I just have this vision of him dragging the wings up and the willing or unwilling victim with him to test it up to the top of the mountain. I mean, like, what was that day like? Hey, I got an idea. I think I could get you to fly. Really? How? So, you know birds? Yeah, I made that. I'm gonna put them on you. I'm gonna push you off. And the worst thing that happens is there's a beautiful, spectacular view that you'll get a chance to see. One of my favorite parts about living in Italy is when you walk around and you see people outside doing their laundry. They talk to each other. And so you got the third floor talking to the first floor, and then the one walking the dog is talking to the third floor, and then the other lady comes out, and then the guy comes out, and they're having this conversation between the building, the sidewalk, the dog walking. It's one big happy Italian community. Now we've gotten out of the center of Fiesole and we're entering Parco di Monte Ceceri. All right, so there's an obvious fork in the road here, and I don't know if I need to go up or down. So I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to ask it if I go up or down.
Following the left path should take you closer to the spot where Leonardo's experiments are commemorated. Enjoy the walk.
Thank you. You think she's right?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, she's right.
Glad you wore your hiking shoes?
Yeah. Well, if she's wrong and we went the wrong way, at least I'm in red. I'm easily spottable.
What's the difference between their clothes and your clothes?
They knew what they were doing today, and I had no idea what I was doing.
Look at that hill.
Okay, so we're following this. Why is it curved left? That means
Go left.
we have to go left? Maybe? Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Wait a minute. You match it.
How the hell did he get his flying machine up here? And what was the conversation like with the assistant, who's the one that was supposed to be the crash test dummy? How did they go like, all right, come on, let's talk about it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And we're going to go flying. Tip time. Take it from an idiot. Number one, wear hiking clothes if you want to see this. Number two, you'll see on the trees these red, white, sometimes I've seen blue. They're kind of intuitive now that we're doing it. It's kind of like
You're following a trend.
you're following it. Yeah, you're following the thing. So bear that in mind if you do this walk.
Are you a professional hiker?
This is hiking, right? I think we have arrived. Okay, here's the rock. The only thing I can read is Leonardo da Vinci, so we're going to assume that this is the spot. But here's the question. What do you think? Do you think he actually did it? Do you think it's urban legend? Do you think the person was injured? There's all sorts of stories. Some people say, it's a myth. Other people say, it was his assistant. Other people say, his assistant got very hurt when he did it. What do you think? I know you weren't there, and I wasn't there, and ChatGPT wasn't there. But what do you think? Do you think it really happened? Okay, that's it. Now we go back. The good news, it's all downhill from here.
Don't get those shoes dirty.
Oh man, this is going to be fun. Okay, last stop. We heard there's an amazing spot with incredible views of the city. Let's go see if it lives up to the hype. because I know you're gonna ask, we put everything that we did on this Fiesole trip into our free Florence guide. So all you have to do is go to florencefavorites.com. This is not the view, but damn, this is a view. This is also not the view. Take a look at that.
How could it get better?
It's unbelievable. What I think is really interesting is just the little things. Like if you look on this gas cover here, you'll see that there's a hand-painted painting. And if you look over here, there's another one. So is this something they need to do? No. But when you think about what this city represents, which is inspiration, you understand why they're inspired to do more like that. Now, when you think of Italian cars and they're so small, like the Fiat Cinquecento, there's a reason. I'm not exactly the Jolly Green Giant, and I'm almost touching both walls. Look at that. And look at that. It's really cool to me. I'm hungry. Can we grab a bite before we do the view? There's restaurants up here with great views and just incredible food. But today, we just wanted to do something local. So we grabbed a piadina from that little truck right there and enjoy it in the Piazza. I just said enjoy a little bite in the Piazza. I didn't know that this was going to be a whole extravaganza. This is insane. Come here. Is Fiesole worth a visit? I think so. It's a place where Roman history still shapes the streets, where Leonardo's dreams once took flight, and where daily Italian life still moves to the rhythm of clinking coffee cups and church bells. I can see why Einstein and Frank Lloyd Wright found inspiration in these hills. Thanks for joining us today. Until next time.